much effort into something and seeing all of these people rooting for you.
And look at this, EDG, they have the double ban. They took away Ascend and Icebox.
It's nothing too shocking. The Ascent was kind of a given that they've just been banning that in general. But as you guys are talking about, Heretics will be perfectly fine with that. And overall, probably aren't that hindered at all by this draft. Like we were talking about, there's not that many pain points to really target with these bans.
I think the biggest thing is the crossover in this pool. Team Heretics is great on Sunset. We've seen EDG's competencies on that map as well. EDG choose into a...
We're getting a really unusual map to start this one off. The desk were hinting at it, but we've seen only losses for both of these teams. MVP candidate for Team Heretics, at least on this A defense. Rien's looking to hold it down and back up. That's a bad stun to begin.
Good though, open sight. Heretics going to be playing for that retake. Simon's going to be sticking this.
Still have Paranoia.
Yeah, and that util is going to be used to exchange hands once more. Paranoia in the face, Kang's body blocked, and EDG eviscerating. Fell into Heretics players. He does do the job, and his team trade him out when necessary. This is a heavy stack though, and a kill trip as well. They might be able to reap the rewards, and yes indeed, still the 1-for-1.
It's remarkable.
It truly is. These best of fives, they can often feel like more of a marathon than a sprint. You've probably heard that line before.
Cage triggered.
EDG have a lot of experience in them. Still nobody is new to that IGLing role, and Mabu dismissed handedly. Out towards the back of the site. Should be another open shut case for EDG for this round against the Eco.
We're following along with Simon here. There's a supportive player if you've ever seen one. What an addition to this EDG squad. There's a fault line perfectly placed again. They always are when it comes to this guy.
It is astounding as well. A player like Simon as well has joined this team relatively late. First international event for him, you can say the same in terms of the finals for the rest of his team alongside him. So to navigate out of the picture, he might be looking for a few more. He's getting reinforcements, fast re-clear. It's called out now by Heretics, using the drone to pave the way. Should be spotting this out. They're aware of the fact that it's onto the C site. It's all about how the battle begins though, towards the back of the site, and Team Heretics have rifles in hand. Reinforcements have arrived. Benji, Fishy, and Miniboo once more. An attempt to play spoiler. Paranoia sweeps through, no connections at all still. Kang delivers them 3 in a round so far. And enough damage done for the plant down.
When Simon's stun isn't there.
Timing is missed. Shifts in the night. Kang spotted and cannot recover. Taken down out of the fight. Simon, just rookie to the stage, just rookie to the team. To deliver a clutch as he's done so before. Fault line ready. Sends it out preemptively. Boo is sticking, damage needs to be done, bullets need to be finding their targets, but Rian, the swing to find his mark. Option. Kang's going to offload it anyway. Looking for an electrifying end to the round, potentially a start too. The stun, it does connect, but he can't quite get it. The tracking was almost on point. Rian's though, steady nerve and a steady hand enough to save the day, but he can't stay alive much longer. Still, the flood is on and in charge. Commanding presence of Boo and Miniboo. Brothers in blood, they're looking to dish it out on this site. Players revealed and the swarm has arrived. Straight through the smoke, that's disrespect shown by Rians. Taking a gander and a glance over towards lobby. They're not expecting that at all. Off angle is beautiful, but a flash and a peek and a swing on top of it. Miniboo seeks to supplement the fight once more.
He's everywhere.
Still keeps the lead for his team in terms of that player advantage. Woot, flash and a peek as well. He needs to get himself back through Link. Chichu thinks himself. At least he thinks he's earned himself for timing. Kang, what is that? Arrow through the back.
And even if he invests the ultimate, that'll probably just be to get the plant down.
Let's see.
Is he gonna be able to have this timing to pull it off in the post?
Yeah. It's not flood being called here by him. Collected into the retake now with a Paranoia, but that's a big miss. The ult's gonna be expended and bullet to the dome, side of the head. Kang, too much to overcome. It's Wood who puts him to bed, puts him to rest. And now lead intending to pull players away, and Kang's hoping that there's rotators.
Look at Miniboo and Benji waiting for these lurks.
Flash anyway, they choose to take the time. He stuns himself in the process. War straight up, that's a Hunter's Fury. Hard committal still. He's potentially out of there. Still dropped down, 45 health, still alive and kicking. He's dancing around. Most of the util, and still coming up with him. Benji returns to the fire and through the flames. You're not coming out unscathed.
2v3, EDG are going to have to pull out something incredible here, and they've only got 15 seconds.
Time is just against them.
The ult.
Yeah, ult pivot over and away, but again, the timing is going to be brutal. Kang still collects the one. It's a 2v2, but still 4 seconds to go.
He missed it!
He's missed the timing!
What's he doing?
Brutal! And nerves! Tilt is going to need to be picture perfect again. Wall up and over, flash onto the side. Stun is used in kind. It's Miniboo just letting one loose of his own as well, and still with 30 seconds to play with. They want to just take a scramble, mad dash to C.
They're going into the Rolling Thunder. This is where Woot is. This is where the trips are. Deep trip for info.
Yep, and that's already spotted. Benjino, he's dropped in a moment's notice. 20 seconds. Here's the old Woot. He's getting ahead of all of this. Wants to take the peek and wants to take the fight. Hunter's Fury trying to bail them out. Slowed down to a crawl. Aftershock in their face. It's full util spam. Cacophony of all of it into the back of the site we go. Twists and turns. The tail's being weaved, but it's all on Heretics' side.
Again, EDG.
Abundance of util. Trip once more. They've walked up right close, and they will be breaking this one. TP, no, there's no cover. And Woot's right there. For the punish, Chichu vacuuming up space, hoping the rotations are abound. Might be able to catch this timing, yes. Head missed. Boo just trying to catch that sight line. Cage just dropped down, trying to get his team in 14 seconds. Again time, running away from them. Hourglass potentially trying, nobody's gonna stick this plan. And Miniboo cleans up the flank. Forward aggression showcased by Chichu. He knows he has to take risks. He knows the matters need to be taken into his own hands. Nora theft. Reveals all. The dart is dealt with, but Heretics have players, they've got bodies, they've got util, and they've got guns. The aim on display. Boo. Instinctive, knowing that could be the time to strike, and guess what, Rian's way ahead of him. Nobody picked off, and that's going to spell defeat. He knows that the hit's coming in. Sidestep, fault line not connecting there, and heads are being popped, rattled off the shoulders. Chichu going to try and make a play. Makes his way over towards C, but again, 17 seconds left.
There's barely time for the spike to get there.
This keeps occurring. A mad dash and scramble towards the end of the game. At the end of the round, Chichu at least will push back Miniboo.
Caught by the trip.
6 seconds, caught by the trip. 4 seconds. You got to stick it, and the aftershock denies it. Wu will pay for it for his life, but at the end of the day,
it's the fact that you've just lost 8 rounds in a row. Heretics are going to be happy to swing into you, to step up, disrespect util.
Exactly so. Drone tagging again. The heavy reveal. There's nothing obfuscating this from EDG. They're going to try and go in with brute force as the play. Dart up and over. Is dealt with. Broken inside the smoke, dominated by Rians. He wants to potentially take the timing, but the stun connects in through the back. Miniboo is there to meet him. Come knocking to the side, but it's all too obvious.
Spike down.
And the reality is starting to...
Now the rest of the team has to sit there silently, allowing him to try to go for the clutch. And just wait. As soon as Jishu made that play, I thought he was going to stick around on the C site and try to deal with things. He just thought that was the lurk.
It's daylight robbery. EDG need it. Every round they can get. Nefarious means or not. Here's the ult, though. You hear that one. Spike a panic in the back of the mind. It's Kang who's the one with that ult in his hands. Nobody trying to hold that one down is good. With the tracking again, weaving in and out. Sidestepping, dancing. It's graceful by Kang, still alive as well. Time is ticking. Boo! What is that? Return of the fire from the side. Heretics trying to barrel over them. Wu with so much more to do here, but I think it's too late. Time being that deciding, defining factor all around. And EDG at least granted that one blessing. Over. Reinforcements arriving with Kang and Simon. Util held. Nobody might miss that timing though still. Heretics set up for the A split and the Util is connecting. Listen, there's spades of it. More where that came from. No clean kills really to be found here. And it's EDG, they're gonna barrel their way through, they just can't do it. In pieces, onto the ground. Pistol round cleaned up if I've ever seen one. The 2v5, it's just got to be heroics and a miracle, I think, on the side of EDG.
Looks like Benji's on the flank, seeing if Smoggy's gone for a teleport play past his trip, because they're just startled at how slow Smoggy and Chishu are to begin this retake.
Yeah.
It's a 2v5. More dominance for Heretics.
As I said, I mean, Util in spades. They're going to just cut them out of the picture here. Peeking, as soon as there's contact, recognition that the players are falling and dropping.
Two on their attack sides, generally going to be a bit better than EDG at going around and meticulously pruning away that defense.
Making sure that there's a series of unknowns across the map, forcing the defenders to get active.
Benji could get caught here, but he's only got the pistol.
Yeah, that's why he's going exploring. No real danger of him losing and handing over a gun. And guess what? In the rifle aim, well, not even that, man, just raw aim. It's on point right now for Benji.
One of the few times that Simon's fault line's pretty bad. Chishu does respond with one. Woot falling, but Phantom, Guardian, Spectre on the other side. Kankan would have to land some almighty martial shots to make this one winnable.
Only one player weak enough as well for one to the body. It's going to have to be mostly headshots defining this round if Kankan is to do it. And like I said, Minibu survives. Single digits of health. Chichu will be no long for this world. 12 HP and a dream, and it will remain just that.
Similar to how Team Heretics were defending.
Yeah.
Except they were often leaving the Neon to fight over this area rather than the Sova.
Bit of a handshake with the drones there, just trying to get that information. Smoggy on the line, that is nice.
They hit two body shots onto Riens.
Definitely did.
Right there.
Was claiming these kills. Benji, though, taking up some space. Spotting that there's gaps in the play. The defensive protocols of EDG still. Raw aim on display. Benji might be getting away with murder still.
I have retrieved the spike.
He'd have to ace to finish up this round and just not anticipating it. Kanking already up onto the line.
Chishu's been holding this down since the start of the round in Garage.
Oh, he's going to be tested. Tested and potentially rewarded. Could be the difference. Flash evaded. Fires off the shots, though, and now they know exactly where he is. At least they should! But they don't! Unanticipated, and Heretics paid a price in blood. 11 seconds left. Shot to pieces.
Basically got the whole map.
Now broken before the reveal. Still just Sheriffs and a stinger in the hands of these Heretics players, but when it's up to 11, you never know when the next round's going to come. There it is, wall up, Paranoia alongside it. The Util is always going to be good and impeccable. Heretics hitting their shots, nailing them down. And Kang is forced to respond, coming up with all sorts of damage and goods. Players are toppled.
That would have been a kill there. Woot, he's got about the worst weaponry for the job, but Kang is playing with so much danger.
15 HP. One shot from Woot will do it. 13 seconds though, and now Woot's got to get that move on, picks up the upgrade. They know exactly where he is. Simon puts him out of misery. It's a feign like it's only the one holding.
Yep.
And this is going to be bloody. A skirmish laying in wait, dashing forward, stunned up on either side. Kang controlling the rifle, controlling the spray still. It's all Heretics, baby. Up in the feed in a 2v1. They've paved their way towards the A site. Chichu seeking to get himself in there, trying to play ahead of the timings, but he can't dodge the paranoia. And it settles into the back of his mind. He hears the footsteps. Defense is necessary. Boo! My God. Not even in his face there. It's offloaded. Ults rattled back. The rolling thunder seeking to deny and delay some space. It's up to these players on the flank of EDG to see if they can do something. Kangang's been left alone to his own devices. Tap of the rifle, beautiful, lands it still. Here's the cleanup crew arriving in kind. Dart from the side, wall up, Hunter's Fury, there is no escape. For the rest of his team, time has been bought. A punches, a mad dash and scramble. But an electrifying finish here to Haven. Heretics taking map number 1.
Massively deserved, dominant opening, stealing away EDG's first pick. Up very comfortable. One of the things to look at for the Team Heretics defense that was working beautifully against Lev are these Woot. Oh.
He is, he's just thrown it, it's up and over.
So that's going to give them a little bit of info. When it only tags, well, in fact, when it tags onto 0 players over towards Elbow, that's a slightly different knife. They're going to know and keep the stack on B. Woot's so good at that.
Yep, stacking from Heretics. They've got bodies ready to respond once more. Kang's forward though, steps up to that challenge still. After the back, Minibu's here, jumping around with the right clicks in hand. Kang not enough to offset it, and still players are getting brutalized, trying to enter their way in through this side with 15 seconds left to spare. EDG, Simon forced to stick this paranoia. It's picture perfect. Ibu is low, hearing it. Top of the gun. Chichu's there with a flash in his face. Still tied up close to the corner. Boo in that 1v1. Chichu dismisses him as easily as that.
Clear though, it could catch him. In a round like this, you're unlikely to see reclears though, more likely to see gamble stacks on ecos. And EDG look like they found a clean entrance to the A site.
30 seconds
left. Kankan's going to lead the way. Who hears all this noise as well is going to be calling now for the rotation, especially with the plant. Committed by Simon. Ult steadily being accrued as well. Simon's only 2 away. Might want to be hunted down some of these eco kills.
I must wait a moment.
Time spots it. Dart, excuse me. Broken. And Heretics falling here. Too much available in terms of options that they can go for. The firepower, the weaponry, not quite there in this round.
And keeping it superbly clean.
Yeah.
Nothing lost at all. The flawless comes through.
They're new to a match as big as this on the global stage as well. As you said, it takes a while to set in and realize actually we deserve to be here. We're good enough players, we've earned our spot. It's all about grasping it when opportunities are present. Denied entry just from the nade, a fragment. Nice forwards. Drone is also going to be broken. Woot having a back step. Still that trip. Placed down here. It needs to be an attempt by EDG. Benji tries to reset with the aim. Actually dropped down to his knees. Chichu! He's taking chunks out of him. Minibu now revealed off! And heads popped off. Chichu's not stopping. Who's left to do it all in a 1v3? And feeling it now! Empowered by that performance.
One away from their ults, and those interact with each other, right? If Minibu gets it online before Simon does, he can't pop the null command to take the showstopper offline. Whoever gets it up first is going to have a slim window of opportunity.
The Orb is free real estate. Minibu creeping up onto the line as well, side by side with Boo, but they're taken out.
And shut down. Just as we were talking about it, Simon claims to swinging through elbow.
At this point, might not even feel like the ult is necessary to invest.
Not at all. Now this is clean again. Just as similar as round 2. These anti-ecos taken fairly cautiously. Giving respect to Heretics, but then dealing with the threat beautifully.
ADS, Benji Fishy, no long for the world.
And you
have a clean round.
You were talking about 0 point broken as well, so still has access to that ult, those abilities. And with the nade being thrown on the B side of the map and Minibu not being turned off, they want no part of it.
Yeah, EDG all the way up through mid as well. This time it might not be anticipated. Benji! He's gone, he's taken out. The swipe of a hand and a glide from Kang man. Woot needs to try and make the play. Attempt to dominate the angle. Broken to pieces here, and now 3 to stand for Heretics on through this retake.
Minibu's over there, and he has showstopper, and you don't want to be messing with that. And so they instantly call an A split. And once more, who is it that breaks the crosshair of Benji Fishy?
Double towards the B site. Making a move now over towards it. Backside is granted and gained. Simon with the plant. Up on a bound there. Nade rebounds, but Smog is already collecting all sorts of kills. Crossed up. They need an opening to feel that willingness, I think, to expend this ultimate here. Minibu! He's chopped down, cut down. Phantom spray by Kang. Needs to be heroics, up and over with the flash. Whoop, at least taking out Kang, but time is going to start ticking. The bait and switch setup just does not work. Nobody!
I must wait a moment.
Benji just cowering, hoping he survives. 6 rounds in a row, they need this gun. Money again is just being stretched thin. Desperation, Kang! Got a again. Exploring, potentially, they're calling for it. Underhanded with the flash. There's too many targets to really deal with. Still that 1-for-1! And now space created and taken. Kang not to be denied any sort and semblance of the side. Woot dodging, juking, but again this guy is relentless.
He's got them every impact kill in the round, Kang. He's just been everywhere for EDG.
Cannot be stopped. Boo obtains the upgrade. Nails the first one. It's an obstacle removed, but two more where that came from. And Kang the sky. Look at him. He's already up. Ready. Woot's right behind him.
Flash, recon, nades come in.
Yeah, here in that drone, you're going to see the dart through the back, and now there's that paranoia swinging through, but the timing on that smoke is just impeccable. Woot does not feel like he can step past that one. Kang's straight through and out with Benji Fishy taken out.
That's the kind of spot where I'd like to see them commit to it. You know that there's a player trapped there. If they were running Neon on this map, that would be a situation where Minibu would stun and run at the defender in mid.
Nobody's a bit brave to take this fight, but the dart spots it out, and now another reclear call. It's Kang, man! He's barely on any sort of life at all. Hanging on by a thread, yet still navigates the danger. Takes out the half buy. I knew where Boo was from prior. They're running him down, hunting him down!
Cute.
Big group up. See, the drone is a good time to use it. Would cancel it out.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Besides, too, the drone actually still got tons of value there in terms of info. You know that there aren't players holding in these tight corners nearby.
So many ults for Heretics. If you're going to put a round on the board, wipe out that goose egg, it's got to be now. Minibu, ADS'd up. Just trying to lean onto those reaction times here, but with every single passing moment, EDG are just disrespecting this. They're all the way in through the back of the site. That's a dart connecting. Flash the follow-up as well. Woot! No long for this world. Showstopper rebounds, but only the one. Nobody has done all the work. Overdrive. Offloaded. Quick pivots. Smoggy's around. Norofef connects. And alongside the paranoia still. Tangled up, tied up. Benji Fishy is alone. He's isolated on up.
Denied. And EDG's attack side calling looked dismal. This could not be more different.
It's looking like almost a clean sweep. And Benji, no luxuries granted
from them. It screams desperation. Team Heretics very rarely run out of ideas. One of the big reasons they've been one of our best teams of 2024, but right now, the strat book looks cooked.
Bloody hell, used the momentum of the drop wires, spraying them down here. The teammates had his back. And Kang will fall, not without their reward, and Woot. Hello, Rians right from behind, they're striking. But nobody's gonna try and offset this now. Even Smoggy side by side, could beat by Boo. This is just getting...
Creeping up behind Smoggy.
Best chance in a long while to get around, especially when it's just down to Smoggy. 1v2. Personal Boo. Looking to break the backs. He's just missed the timing, but he spotted the barrel. And there will be no betrayal this time. It's all on the side of Smoggy. They'll stick this defuse. They'll get that round, and it does start with one at the... Heretics doubled up, trying to hold it, stun, good connection, reveal onto all of them, and now the side swipe! They all topple, they all fall. An attempt by Benji Fishy is all for naught, just the one before he's dropped back down to that spectator seat, forced to watch this round play out. Third.
And yet this has even been more one-sided.
Yeah.
There's not even been a single round where Heretics broken.
Run clears. TP backing away.
Are they reading the pinch through market?
I mean, listen, they're going to have a vice grip onto these defending players, anchoring or not in through the cage, just trying to stay alive, trying to dodge and weave all sorts of bullets and nastiness that's coming their way. Boo, a flicking adjustment. It's just not there in time. It's overwhelming. This Aura and EDG are giving out an 11. Live for now, so the setup remains up.
It's a nice idea from Team Heretics, trying to get that punish on the Syphus. Often going to be trying to play aggro towards B main. There's a trip there, and they know it, and there's the punish, actually. Pretty good. You got to be able to shut down Kong in these rounds. That's certainly something that Heretics have learned.
Come.
God,
Gotta get that info.
timing.
Miss! Wait a second. Players are there, ready for the trade. Boo to respond.
That might make them think that there's nobody home at B, because why would somebody be pushing out and anchoring the site? And yet there are actually two people ready to defend this.
Smoggy and Chichu Not quite shoulder to shoulder. Smoggy's on that high ground angle, perched up. Barely peer over that smoke that's just dropped up. Blossoms, blooms. Chichu is getting brave. 29 seconds left. They gotta know at this point, but with the walking in play, contacts by Heretics. Finally, a few stray shots hitting. Damage done onto the other side of things. Trying to go for the swing. Paranoia sweeps through and through the smoke. They knew that Chichu was low. 13 seconds. Time becoming an issue. EDG. Smoggy. Definitive chances. Nade rebound. Smoggy trying to play himself back in here. Doubled up side by side. It's Heretics. Drifting, missing. And the shots matter right now. Smoggy! God damn, man! He's not giving Heretics an inch.
Another round where Kankan does end up falling early. It's hard to see that it would matter at all, though.
My eyes are down.
All or nothing for Heretics. That investment did bear fruit. Double up, jumping alongside it, trying to bait these players right back in as well. Simon is being pushed, warded into this corner, and the util ricocheting, rebounding. A desperate effort to save his life. All for naught here on the side of EDG. An all-in attempt now, spraying them down. Spectre in hand, Chichu only able to get the one.
Smoggy once more in a 1vx scenario. This time an extra player. But he's caught a really quick timing again. It could actually be doable.
Benji's low. Doesn't want to reveal his position with a bit of stray spam. He's just perched up. High ground, up and around here. Bulldog spray, but dropped down to 27 health. Time begins to tick. Boo will swing as soon as there's contact. Signs of that live. Snaps to the side and almost made me believe.
I think if that first kill had been a bit cleaner onto Benji, I would have loved to see this a little more, I think, from Heretics when they were on the defense side. Going for that triple push down through mid.
It smells up.
You got to expect more.
Yeah, they certainly do. Holding for the angles. Wait, they've missed one. Kang Kang. Kang Kang. Doing the damage.
He's immediately reacts, thinking that somebody's going to be there trying to punish him, but now can go back and pick up that Guardian.
See if he can do anything else with it. Still a 2v. One more kill. Gets him up to the ult for the next. Still EDG want to try and play into this one here. Rolling forwards. What a shot. Magnetic to the dome. Stun connects. Minibudo responds. Leaves it down to Chichu. Sharp dance rebounding, weakening him, softening him. Putting him in sight. Chichu. So there's going to be much safety for him to cross back up and away here. The dart
They found my wire.
spells it out for him. Trip's going to be cleared. EDG a rapid though onto the approach, but Boo has got it handled nicely. Clean shot. Once more, you've removed that heavy hitter. Team Heretics falling back, reconfiguring into this round. In through B. Miniboo's going to be taking point and contact. Oh, feeling like it was necessary, and well, it's still alive and kicking, but potentially not for long. Yes, Smoggy returns it straight away. Straight bullets, all it takes. EDG now. Try and chew through this hold, in through B main, a tap onto the spike. Accounting for Boo, he just absolutely overwhelms onto that spot in position and nobody, not long for it.
A nice one.
It's gonna be a trip in his face at least, but might be able to hunt down Boo. Still Boo is in a very defensible position. Slicing the pie from Mini Boo. Trying to, okay, maybe stopping short of the mark, but still aware of the fact that there could be that play. And is made here, the Paranoia sweeping his way through, just can't quite wrangle the beast in control of the Sheriff, swiping his way in, Kang! Here he is! Playtime's over, they're done messing around, EDG want to go on to the next. There's an ult for Boo, will be able to pick up the spike, but it's a hard read by Simon, look at this guy, ready to just deny! 13-4, the MasterCard Thrifty to finish. And Lotus on the cards with an even up scoreline between both of our teams.
Hold on, or make at least the right decision of whether to hold, whether to run A.
You're gonna see it. Kitchen Sink is lobbed over towards it, trying to take that fight with a fault line. That's a good connection, Kang Kang. It's blood underwater, you can sense it, smell it, trying to go for the pincer, contained for now. Heretics have the advantage. Out of spot, out of position, still satchels through, and his team's going to make the decision for him. Taking that space onto the site. Now everybody trying to go for the retreat. Damage done, tapping away, pistols in hand. Not enough to claim these kills. Let's soften them up potentially for that rainy day. Kang is relentless. He won't let them loose, and he will not let them have even a single. In a difficult spot, a 1v2, but all that damage done, as we said. Briar, shots online!
Decides to commit Haunt or a Prowler to this. I think they're just going to break it. I'd be surprised if EDG gave up map control. Yeah, it's just responded with a fault line, and you keep this stack over towards A. 2 players crossfire setup.
Might just get put into the blender. Okay, Kang tries to play off the flash. On a couple of these eco kills, he's handed over the rifle to them. Not just that, damage, stray shots, straight through the smoke, and Woot with the possibility to get this plant online. Putting the pressure down onto Rians. He still returns with a frag. Traded though. And Heretics have set themselves up into this post plant. Benji's on with the rifle.
Did Smoggy see Miniboo here? I don't think he did.
Fault line ready. Time to strike is nice. Smoggy's trying to run these players down still. It's defended from above. Benji Fishy, man of the hour. Time starting to tick here. On through the spike, and that rifle handed over. A costly mistake. Chichu has to pick up the pieces and forge a path to victory. No more bullets left to do it. And Miniboo knows it. Now scurrying away. Slight mistiming there. Could have spelled defeat and doom for him, but okay. Drops down the turret. Side's been taken up, but players are in position. EDG have got them surrounded on almost every front.
But their weapons aren't good enough to spam, so this plant should go down fairly easily. They throw the paranoia in as well, just to make sure nobody can play Waterfall.
Aftershock is good. Kang being played in here. All that sound and distraction. Shots are here. Head's barely poking over. And it matters not. Give him a pixel, give him anything. Kang will make it work. Guns have been handed. Crossed over. Benji Fishy 1v2. Has a lot to deal with. Prowler running him down, and nobody's right there alongside it. It's back to back.
The Thrifties, you've got to give up an A here. Just group B or C and use the lockdown.
They've got no way to really remove it.
30 seconds left.
That option might be just being forced into their hands. Simon, slight jiggle again, grabs the information. Damage is being done. Stray shots are fired in through B. This feels a little bit hectic on the side of Heretics. Boo! He goes down to the aftershock, none the wiser. The plant tonight. Chichu from behind. God, he's not slowing down. 7 seconds. Benji forced to give it up.
The final player scuttles away. Still with that lockdown in the back of
The mark over towards C. Smoggy will seek to deny.
They're going into a seize and a medal. There is a chance that Heretics get melted.
Could eviscerate them. Gets the connection and the reveal. But it goes on either side here. Fully revealed up. Miniboo cleaning up onto the corner. Cuts it up from Chichu. Trying to get his team right back into this one here. He does have the angle, but he hears that TP, and he's anticipating it in a different direction. And ult. Lockdown. It's dropped down. This is trying Heretics now to pave their way through. There's nothing to really break that one. I mean, Simon is going to place the aftershock to see if he can delay and deny the plant from going down, but tucked into the corner. Rians will get an extension of time into the round now. EDG up onto the flank with the flash. And through Waterfall. Overdrive into the hands of Kang. Rians just can't hold a candle to that. Movement too good. Chichu defusing, but sprayed down. Beam down. Wood holding it down. Nobody can cross the line in the barrier, and Simon, desperation just tucked.
The defenders are already going to be in, trying to deny. As EDG are trying to deny Rubble currently.
Big reveal, big coverage, Miniboo. Straight up and over, Benji Fishy looking to contain. Plugging up the holes, but he is alone, isolated. Smoggy. Bite of the apple, tap with a rifle. Resets it. To draw this core, the play's being made all across the board. Chichu! You didn't have to do it to him, not like that. Embarrasses Heretics in through tree.
He is the immovable object of EDG.
And could we have it?
Pressure anywhere. They're not pulling defensive rotates.
They're not at all. The jiggle to try and get that info. Rians is calling. Wait, guys, they've potentially given this all the way up.
They need to rely on ults.
What is that? Wide face, 5 players to receive and face him. Simon steps up, takes the challenge and takes the fight. But now the squeeze, Paranoia is perfect. And an ultra supplement. It's a cherry on top. Nobody denied. Can't step past the blue room.
10 seconds.
Smoggy's just wondering where it all went wrong.
He's the player that's been lone defending C these past couple rounds. Usually this is his map. He's averaging a kill per round when he plays Clove on Lotus. Whew. But this would be something different.
Yeah, he'd have to pump up those numbers heavily. Jumping through, it's Mini Boo. Shuts him down, bullet to the brain. Into it. Around down for now. For now being the key words. Kang! He's handed, offered an opportunity, and snappy reaction times are on display. Damage and bullets exchange. Wu from behind. Delivers that dagger, at least stolen from him. It's Rians who lights up the feeds.
So much damage been done.
The ult online has a TP into the back. Wu hard commits that. Now you're putting the squeeze onto Smoggy. He
Love this.
is in the danger. There's no retreat here. There's no retreat at all. And once more, Heretics show that discipline on display. Kang! Accounted for. It's only one before he's dropped. An open sight here for Heretics.
30 seconds left.
I love that snake bite, trying to deny any space over towards Waterfall. So Riens gets a safe plant off. A decision-making time for Simon. With a pit in a 2v3, you probably do not want to be using Rolling Thunder. But if they can get a spam kill, which EDG are normally so good at, I definitely agree with Potter when she was talking about the nerves being present on Haven for EDG.
Smoggy straight back onto the line. And Mini Boo is taken out. He's got to watch now. The rest of his team to see if they can piece together this round when they're a player down.
Bring them down.
Even more so onto these angles. The contact play is called and around Paranoia. Not even a connection. Smoggy is working this map like it's his playground right now, especially onto the side, but he needs some backup and he needs to bail out. Heretics finding it. Dashing away, cancel the movement. Kang dropped down with the decay damage. Can't stand against it. Smoggy also being pushed back, postured away, and the nano swarm. Benji, they knew he was there. The right util at the right time to punish Smoggy, trying to cleave the way through. 1 kill found, and he's still got a not dead yet. But he might not even need it. On for the ace. Damage done to Boo.
Here as he plants. But I'm not even sure that Smoggy has enough bullets in his gun.
He hasn't gone for the reload. He was scared of a player being close, and now creeping, crawling up close. 1v1 still down to the timings. Smoggy can't do it with pistol in hand. Here, going for the potential B pivot. The door was already opened wide here. Benji, footsteps rumbling towards them. And now there's Simon. Time to strike. Time to see if he can collect to corral these kills. Up and around. Chichu back and around. Obtains the upgrade. The 3 versus 3 is where we stand.
Heretics with time to cancel. EDG thought it was actually a B pivot going on there. You could see it in the way that Shishu threw his Paranoia.
Yeah.
And yet they still held tall. Now nobody has to do it all.
Sees the shoulder. Try to play patiently. And Smoggy drifting into the fight, into the fray. Not watched for, anticipating that re-swing. Opts into the ult now, not dead yet. Spam follows through. He needs the kill, he needs the assist, but Heretics are the ones under that pressure!
Line again, his ult.
Once more, Odin spam. TP across, TP up top! And Wooder's gonna be traded. Just the one for his efforts. Chichu's still here. Guess what? Peeking off of the util. There's more where that came from. Boo.
Good plant position too.
Yeah. Trying to think ahead here. Into the round, a bit of spam from Boo.
I like this.
Forces util. Forces EDG to be diligent with the clearing.
They actually,
see it.
Yeah, they didn't even use utility though. They saved the util and just barreled forward with 2 or 3 players looking to try to trade out. So now they have that utility to clear the side, but Boo!
Oh, listen, if you're going to try and opt
Smoggy.
in, exactly, brute force. It's the domain where Heretics will seek to punish, yet still smokes, propped up, and heads being pried straight off the bodies. Left down to Benji. Planted for him, up onto Mound. Nana swarms up and over, just about catching, but Simon's got the half, and that's a potential wink on. Drop down time is of the essence, ticking away from them. TP up and around.
He might not think he's
claimed. No way, Simon! No way! Dropped in and
More economy. and trying to control Rubble. They've kind of missed out on the control of this part of the map the whole game. Their comms doesn't really favor it, but now they're driving Heretics into B.
Fast plays all around the map. Trying to go for that reaction. Overdrive, it's here! Kang collects, it's augmented! And the bush is stunted!
And the overheal too, or the over armor, it's just, it's so tough to deal with.
The menace on the pistols.
He's often in spots where he trades people out. So seeing him isolated here is a little unusual. You see nobody going trying to do his IGL duties, creating pressure on the other side of the map, indicating that this is going to be a C repop. Hard for Heretics to read into that though. What is this?
Kang, he's trying to find it. Needs to be disciplined and just evacuate and get out, but Wood is still there into the back of the side. Unaccounted for.
Spike down.
Will make them rue the day that they decided to ignore that position. 2 dropped. There's a 3rd. It's all on Woot, and this guy is undeniable. The form factor, an ace deny, but Smokey's got much more to do on the backside of that. They'll pass the torch to EDG.
Yep, they'll pass that over and force EDG to be the recipient of that sad stat.
That's brutal. That's a hard one. A lot of damage. Players getting chunked down on EDG's side of things here. And a stun not enough to dissuade and push back Boo. He's going for a few more. Smokes dissipating. Rian's creeping up onto the angles, trying to cut them up where they stand. Paranoia sweeps through, but no connection. And the TB has to be used to back himself away. Still a 4 versus 4. Simon!
Spike down.
Oh, he was hoping for that kill. Drop down there. The spikes in a lapse of Woot.
Make such a difficult journey.
Yeah.
The hero's quest to try to retrieve the unretrievable.
Woot does it again. So sure that they stop the bleeding.
Kang looking to get cleared here. But really, Boo not finding much. This info, if anything, is good for EDG to play off.
Okay, here in the footsteps.
Baits Woot forwards.
Yeah, Kang's given that timing. Handed on a platter. Boo drifting back into position. They'll have to evade a lot of this util. Reveal, it tags. They know he's there. Sees. Delayed. Not delayed enough, I should say. Aftershock now in through the back as well. Gives him a bit of peace of mind. Kang, he's right there. Nobody. Make sure that there's no problems occurring just from the backside of Pit. Benji Fishy in position, in place. Flash the peak, but the weapon at hand just not good enough. He was sharp though. You need more than a keen eye in that spot.
Rien's with it all to do.
Yeah.
And no chances. EDG with a suit.
It's Heretics. 5 alive versus 5. Trying to play this retake now.
Planting for Mountain, but playing on site.
Yeah. Controversial. EDG, we'll see if it pays off now. Gonna try and hold this one back. Overdrive, it's already unleashed. Smokey tucks himself up onto the high ground. Perched away. Damage has definitely been done, and a weakened Boo can do naught but scurry. But there's no...
Constantly involved in trying to sell the fake. If you see nobody like this,
doors open.
look, they re-clear it.
Yeah, Heretics are straight on the money. They know what's up. Kang now trying to lead the charge with the rest of his team. There are smokes though. Drop down in position. Boo! Just lights him up. Kang. Heads potentially rolling. Woot!
Spike down.
Beautiful shots. All rattled away. The adjustment by Benji Fishy just not in place.
Rien's though with a quick timing, unexpected flank.
It's a tap.
Simon's watching for it, trying to bait it out.
Haven't committed. Rien's is giving that now as a chance for the 1v1. What is going on? Shot's going to miss. Position is revealed. Classic in hand. Rien's just cannot escape.
Don't think they have just yet. They're 4 players stacked on A, expecting the re-hit.
They should have, potentially. Maybe hoping that the util's enough to delay, but Alarm bot, Nanoswarm going to be broken here. And
Benji's waiting for this plan.
He is. Nobody. Tucked to the corner here, and Aftershock just to try and at least buy them that peace of mind. A bit of spam, straight bullets. No kill. Notice sight.
Nobody doesn't plant in the corner. He plants a little off.
Boo's going to be offloading the ult of his own. Nightfall scatters and connects. Gets the mark onto 3 of them. No more sound cues for the majority of them. Satchel's through and abound as well, but a bullet attack slowing them into their approach. The onslaught is occurring, and Heretics looking to barrel their way through. They take control and even out that scoreline straight to the top of your screens.
Alambot retracted actually as well, just saving that one.
Yeah, I mean, Benji He's already got the acknowledgement. He knows it from the bullet spam.
He definitely knows there's a lot of players mounts.
EDG looking to try and send it now. Nano Swarm drop down towards the feet. Here's a lot of util going to be used in kind. Boo! Only with the one. Firepower straight back at them. EDG decimate the defense.
With 2 being found from Kang as well. Still continuing to carve into these sites.
Woot and Miniboo make anything of this. It's a 2v4. But he ults online for Miniboo. There's chances, but it requires the impetus, a kill to be found at least. But with Woot dropping, chances dwindling, and yeah, return of the fire, a swing from Simon, getting his confidence back. So Paranoia already sent flying as well. You have to give this one up, and it is respected. Heretics.
Really well done there.
Just pull this util out, now holding, defaulting, drifting back into the crossfire setup. He just missed it. I think barely a shoulder, potentially poking out. Ult online, no kill. Chichu is avoiding. Dancing with death with that one. But dodged most of it and still found an opening. In through main, Smoggy's collecting. It's EDG working magic across the map.
What was going on there? Was Boo late on the call to get the Viper wall up? Was Rien's late on the acknowledgement of the comm? What is going on over towards B? EDG have just been granted an excellent route back in.
It's that uncertainty swirling. Heretics players are losing track, but maybe Rien's can answer back. It's 2 found. Instant there with a stun. And a swing once more from Simon, but not dead yet. Need to find some value. I believe Smoggy will have to hunt down some kills. TP from Chichu, punted it. Simon, how do you play this? Forced to press forwards, potentially there. He's overstaying his welcome. Swings potentially, footsteps down!
Cannot believe it. He's just given them the map.
EDG up to 11. Ult to the back pocket of Simon. And Miniboo, hard committed. Amoli to try and clear his way through, but he's straight up in the air. It's Clay Pigeon shooting, and Kang not to be denied. He's cracked the site wide open.
With rifles in hand, the EDG catapult themselves up to 12. There is nothing that Woot is going to be able to do about this. And Benji used his huge retake ult in the prior, and it ended up working against them. A tragic end to Lotus here for Team Heretics by the look of things. They would need some magic to get this one to overtime.
It's going to be 12 for EDG. As you said, you need that magic. Heretics have not come up with the answers.
And Kang
more. EDG straight over towards B. Overdrive by Kang. He's earned that one well. A bit of random spray straight through the smokes, cleared out most of the avenues. So nobody with the plant down. Kang holding it down still with that paranoia. The stun, disrespected. Miniboo takes the fight straight to him, dropping him down. But Smoggy's there, lying in wait once more. It's all collapsing. Heretics have no more chances in this map. Rians would have to pick up the pieces. He'd have to pull up a miracle. A double up discipline. EDG have a chokehold onto the site. 13-9. Lotus is theirs.
What a sick finish to this map from EDG. And I think when you look at those final few rounds and how tight it was the entire time on this map, you have to give credit to Simon. That 1v2 and his calmness in that moment has just delivered it for finals of Shanghai. Those are learning moments, but they can't let it slip from them again. Not to a team where it's their first ever time in a spot like this.
EDG are on the cusp. They've already made history for China, for themselves, with a minimum finish. They're looking to carve their place in the history books by being champ winners. Here, Benji instantly answers.
One enemy remaining.
Blood defense comes up with the goods. A plant down for Kang to play around, but smoked off. His team was picked apart. Methodical was the nature. And Heretics now can stick this one. Peace of mind here.
Yeah, there's
no chance of Kang. Pissed around for Heretics. That's what they need.
Showers and B-Long tend to fight in those kind of areas with a lot of utility coming through from Simon.
Send it flying forwards here, but it's a seize and an A. The combo works to perfection.
It's just perfect.
Yeah, age-old as it is. Attempt to shore up. Take a showers as well. Chichu swings in from the side here. In through the smoke is Smoggy. There's danger lurking, but as long as Boo holds his nerve, should be able to find it. And yes, indeed he does. So
Even spotted out the final player there.
yeah, Chichu low enough as well that the chances have dwindled to almost naught, and now finally there. So crossing over the line once more. Another round for Heretics. It's 2 in a row with 4 players alive.
Aggressively inside hookah.
Feeling like he needs to step up to it. Side swing, it's traded. The boost still there. Knock at the front door here. TP immediately. It's going to be cleaning up Chichu. Dropped him, 20 seconds.
Smoggy has to leave.
Yeah, that's a TP.
And now these 2 players are scattered.
Kang trying to catch that. He does. Rotations. No safety available, not for Boo. Trying to get a run on, trying to see if they can play this timing well, but already plan is down for Smoggy. Retreats to a bit of safety, back into showers. Kang crossfire. Setup is available all the way up in heaven. Onto the wire, tap already. Bullet to the back. Mini Boo down. And Woot left to do it all. Stray bullets running out. Nothing else to work with. But the sidearm and still finds that one. Still reload. Time enough for it. The time is ticking. Thoroughly against him. Smoggy spraying. Spam not on time. I mean, Woot 38. 7 bullets. Run down. Pistol in hand. Smoggy. Deny that plant from coming down, but EDG get that extension that they were looking for. Tripled up. Lamps is a hot commodity.
Rian still has full util. Mosh into Lamps here would clear that out.
Boombot sees it, spots it. Minibu just taking the peek anyway. Mosh over the top. Doesn't clear it out. Sliders to angles to play into, and that window of opportunity is seized. Chichu in through the back. Sidestep again, Benji. Meeting him pound for pound. But it's a 2v3. And the hourglass is running dry. It's a tap from Woot. He wants to force them out into the open. But no easy access to any of these players. Benji wrapping all the way around. He knows the only option is to run.
Heretics fumble that retake a little, in my opinion. Dan.
They're going to use the thrash here on EDG's side of things. Clears most of the way. Retreat back, get some control over towards B long. Minibu through the TP. Must have got a tag for him to make a play like that. They want to run them down. Where they stand, Simon.
Thrash is ready.
Going to be scratching his head at that one.
Minibu was looking to take a timing because he couldn't stay short for that long. But Kang's taken one of his own. He slipped into this cubby on B site in front of the Viper wall, and now he can play the rest of his team in.
All over the place! Dizzy! Combines the might, augmented with the showstopper. And Heretics, there's danger lurking around every corner with his squad. That's beauty.
And I was asked.
And no way, he thought the path was clear, Minibu. There's no way you escape. He does not at that.
And then the thrash comes through to try to showers crunch, but they're not set up for it, and it was too late to bail him out. It's a disaster for Heretics.
No connection, a wasted ult.
Hiding from that Boombot, Brent, just gave EDG the most enormous advantage in the round. And now Heretics forced to take risks. And with the info that plenty of players were showers, they've pushed out B, pushed out Fountain, the fight happening in Cave.
There's a brawl skirmish to take place. Kang, just the one and gets out, dropped down to 1 HP, still lucky. The team can trade you out right behind you. Born for most of the way here, Rians reveals himself. Look down towards it, orbital strike, that's 13 seconds left to plant. That time pressure is applied. EDG have got to make a go of this one. Rebounds to the molly, but it just about missed. Simon's still alive. Here's the Nightfall now. Sends it flying, and Kang with it. Oh, there's some value. Benji Fishy.
Last player standing.
Drop down. Rians knew where he was from prior. Players are stepping up to the challenge here, but he's going to try and pluck them out of the picture still. EDG troubled up, locking it down, ensuring that Rians cannot step over that line. It's full control. He's hoping for the random shot, but it will not happen in time. Hey, Simon's going to be hearing that. Making a call to his team. Hooker essentially a no-go. Looks like they might want to make a play for it anyway. There's a seize, rebounds, and it does get the connection, but is there any follow-up? Benji playing in front, and again, there's that danger! Ults were committed. Benji wasn't fried in the process. The bullets at least did the job before it. Boo, up and over.
This is where Chishu loves to take fights, but Rien's on the other side, and Chishu's taking the timing.
Tested here, Chichu with that timing. Puts a bullet there, straight to the brain of Boo. Smoggy trying to evacuate, knows that they have to try and retreat, but already the timing, whipping it around. Woot, he's caught all the way behind them. If he kills Smoggy, it's a spike drop down. This timing and angle is absolutely everything. Smoggy, he wins out that fight. Chichu, the chokehold onto it, but there's gaps into the play, and the pit just plays them in anyway. Dizzy, not broken in time, gets the reveal. Adjustment by Miniboo is immaculate. Eviscerating the opposition, EDG. Alive, but Miniboo now is going to be under an immense amount of pressure. Woot's going to be covering. Fire over the shoulder. Still trying to lock down that shower's control as well, but revealed up. There's some danger here still. Sees, connects. They see the tether into the corner. Chichu. It's a nasty one. Pulls it back from the brink, but not before he is toppled. Amps control. Once again putting the premium. Simon. What is that, man? Matters into his own hands. This rookie is lighting them up. You gotta be joking! What is... To the side, no shots on target though from Chichu, and he has revealed his hand here. Here's very deep flank, Woot. Now Lauren hands, Boo seeking a retreat. It's an open angle, unaccounted for.
I like this pause though. You've already killed the Smokes player. If you wait out the Viper wall, they've got nothing to be able to stop you. Woot's really the only danger player here, I think.
Gets the info.
Then again, this pit is actually going to be a little difficult to get through. I'm surprised Benji invests this. 4v5 with only a Sheriff.
Yeah, Woot's got the info. I think that they're all trying to make their way over towards B, and they're already holding this down, missing the shots. Needed to be towards the dome anyway. And TP's putting the squeeze back onto him. Still, Kang. Maybe a bit of miscom.
Miniboo has ult.
And
This round should be over.
It's theirs for the taking. Showstopper unleashed. Let loose onto the feet. Nobody did not stand a chance. Blown to smithereens. Reveals up and counting. 6 seconds left. There's no plant in sight. You can take your time because the round is in the palm of their hands. Heretics. Bolster the defense. And with 23 seconds left, time running short. It's an ult offloaded. Kang trying to get into the mix, into the action, and a fight to be taken, but traded out anyway. Beam down with a Phantom in hand. It's just that 1-for-1, and the plant from Simon is going to go off anyway. There's no pushback occurring, not from Heretics, not right now, but maybe enough damage has been done. It's a 4 versus 4. Reset into the round. Benji was just watching for any sort of stragglers. Hard committed positions by EDG. It's up to Smoggy to hold them back from the elbow angle. Pixel angle to work with Nade. This is cheeky. Dodges, rebounds, snake bite at hand. Heretics carving out chunks and pieces of the map, but they're being met here. At least the firepower. Chichu cannot spray them down. And repositions up and over to heaven, walking their way forwards. I mean, EDG not to be deterred.
No, and Benji is aware that they're giving Lamps control right now, but it does mean that he's got to watch multiple positions.
Position sucks. I mean, Benji in this spot is going to try and retreat as well. They don't have showers control. Luckily, nobody's there ready to pounce on him when the damage is done. Simon, another play to be made. The rookie wants to step up straight away. Here's that reload! And Boo just barely ready to wrangle control. Straight back at him. Orbital strike. No damage done, but Smokey collecting kills from all across the place. Boo seeking to dominate the angle. Make sure that Showers is not being recleared into this 3v3. Satchel's overhead have to be broken. The pressure get into them. Satchel breaks it. Dizzy up and over, in through the smoke though. Nobody spamming. And now swarming. Dominating EDG. What a response. Fake this presence. Is a Nightfall going to be enough though? That's a question. They don't have map control over towards B. Very much an all-in. They don't have map control over towards B.
It looks like they would want to thrash through sand. Does Boo get the call?
Footsteps.
Not even.
That's true and away. The crossfire set up. It's broken apart to pieces. TP. It's not enough. Miniboo with just the one, but the orbital strike does at least split them in twine. EDG trying to go for this one now. Smoggy with the plant. Back being held. That's Chichu watching onto the angle. Still with control. Simon is alive and kicking. Making sure that the flank is watched for.
I like the smoke, allows them to take backside control, but they've got so much more to do here, Team Heretics. Yeah. They've allowed EDG in again. Plant, post-plant positions, all looking very diligent.
Haunts up on either side here. Up and over. Will need to be pre-aimed. Boo's on top of it. Clears the way for most of this hookah.
He sees two.
Molly has to be used. Sees up and over. It's dodged, it's missed. Simon with the timing. Softened up, damaged up, but the Molly now rebounds, and it should be good for the cause already. The circle's starting to shrink. Time is starting to run short. Chichu denies any chances. And 6-6. Once more is where we stand. Perfect parity.
EDG are in a better spot to close it out.
All they need is bind. All Heretics need is a kill, potentially to open up this A site. Right for the taking. Nobody with a spray down, spam shots, no connection, no damage done. Inside through the smoke, Rians. Beautiful shot.
Fight on the flank here.
Benj is gonna seek to maintain control of this angle. Simon again, the rookie, asked to do quite a lot in this spot, but diligent. Cool, calm and collected from almost the entirety of Heretics. It's a pistol round that's in the palm of their hands.
Yeah, major win for them here. EDG did look a little shaky on their attack side macro, which is a wild thing to be saying, considering that they still got 6 rounds out of it. But I would expect he's not worried about dying because he is one of the players with just a ghost. Spots 1, spots 2.
It's that earlier damage. Knows there's one in lamps. Hold on, twisting, turning, and shots to potentially be found. Smoggy looking to try and push back, dismiss, but still alive for now.
All he needs to do is hold Smoggy here, and the Seas will hold Smoggy very permanently to the spot.
Rooted in place. And for his team to collapse onto it for the reclear.
And now, this is where I'd be asking Rians to throw the weapon away to somebody else. You know, put it onto Benji or Woot and go hunt him with the pistol.
Exactly. This is good alongside the nade here. Woot's trying to get himself round to the corner, and luckily, enough wiggle room. Born down and out. Pistols in their face. Close quarters is where they're going to be thriving. Jumping through, doubled up. Players are dropping. Suddenly, there's chances. But Kangkang's low with the rifle in hand. Steady aim. Still a little bit labored, but it gets the job. 45 seconds into the round. No control of A.
If they go for a hookah reclear straight into the judge, these are the moments that could just lose you the grand finals.
You're going to hear the hearts break of many of these players, or perhaps just sing in unison. Chichu and Kangkang. That's beautiful work.
It couldn't have gone better for them.
Spectacular.
There's so much danger going for a play like that. And Boo's now has to win a 1v4.
This one party.
Need to take contact. A dizzy over the top.
Molly in the hands of Smoggy, and as that contact caught, players are falling. It's a fiery finish, potentially in the A short avenue. Rians has got to answer back, and does so with that shot. Right on target, 2v3. Boo from the side turns into a 2 versus 2, slightly more winnable. Out wide, but accounting for it, and the haunt is perfection.
Pretty dangerous, to be honest.
This against the half buy, but the information gathered.
You've got 3 spots that you can be swung from, including the teleporter.
Boo's got his util out. Oh my goodness, almost adjusting still. Kangkang with the 1 double satchels, committed to try and stay alive. Nobody. Eyes set onto the target. Mosh pit up and over. Now with the nade and the TP's core. Benji! Benji! Can't get the 3rd, but already he's done the damage, and now doubled up. Kills collected. It's a swarm and an overwhelming presence from Heretics in through the side and into the back of his showstopper. This is where it should thrive. Up and over. But a shot returned. Bullet to the brain. Nobody with a hell of a task. Gargantuan in nature and a wide swing from swing. EDG might be on that lower weaponry, but there's still that danger lurking every corner. And Heretics are making sure that they collect these kills.
Fast flank.
No oversight. It is a fast flank. Prowler's going to be dodged for now as well, but Heretics know that they've got open access.
Really nice from Boo, making sure to monitor as the spike was coming in this direction.
Holding onto it. Wait, they've missed the timing. Boo's still holding. Wait, he's down. Hold on, Woot. Forced to pick up the pieces. Can you forge a path to victory, Chichu, with that rifle? But he's just one man now, dropped down to 5 health. Nade online for Mini Boo. Mosh still available. It's unwinnable.
Yeah, the snake bite too. Every piece of post-plant utility that Heretics could possibly want in a crossfire setup.
Yeah.
Chichu's going to try and valiantly give his life for it, I'm sure.
There it is.
Benji shoots him in the back.
2-round lead for Heretics. Position. He was in spawn, waiting for the sound cues. Kang re-exploring. He is isolated, he is alone, but it's only Woot to deal with. He hears the Dizzy, clears his way through. Nightfall is used very preemptively. You can sidestep that one with ease if you're Heretics, but 30 seconds. Time is running short.
The fast flank.
And here it is. All emphasis placed onto this. Mini Boot. It's a showstopper in his hands. One right decision, one correct guess could completely change the tide of this fight. Woot just misses the Dizzy with ease once more. Nightfall's dropped, cracking down on his orbital strike, trying to spray them down. Players are dropped on every single angle. Mini Boot wins the fight out, and time is barely there to spare. Chichu evacuate, but we'll be able to escape already. That space is given up. Simon, stray shot, finds a mark. You see this smoke, puts the fear of God into you, I think. If you are Heretics, still going to be going for the plant now. Simon trying to get potentially inside that smoke, but no, the plant is not denied.
Team Heretics, they just control no areas on the map.
Yeah. They're corralled, and they're going to be pushed into this corner with this flank online, and now they have that knowledge, but it's a Thrash committed one of their own. Sprayed down. Nobody's trying to at least turn some heads over towards him, try and play his team into the fight, into the fray once more. Chichu striking where it hurts, but yet shut down in a moment. Right when it matters most now, Simon, he's got to do it all. Sheriff in hand, upgrade in front of them. Yoinks it, but it's not on.
Times Kang.
Benji! Oh boy.
You do not expect Benji to be picking up an AWP in the final round. Kang.
A peek. I couldn't tell if Kang had one of his own or if it was just a rifle in play, but you're not favored there when Benji can just lock it down.
He's so much further away from the corner as well. He's always going to see you first, but
yeah.
Kang relying on his skill to take him over the line. This pit, though, continues to be a bit of a bother. Heretics, by the look of it, want to kind of commit to the B site and then just leave Hookah.
Plays in front of him, goes for the no-scope, spam down, hello, ults online, Chichu, an attempt to deny the plant. Online, but at least collects the kill before the trade is online, up to 12, and that plant goes off without a hitch. Heretics can feel it.
They know the Benji is market.
He's going to be holding it. Still with that operator. You can't really get active into this moment, but oh, hearing the footsteps. Double back. Simon lights him up. Heads to a roll, and it's EDG to just, trying to stay alive into this map at this point. It's all stacked against them. Avenues accounted for. Positions watched, but luck at a draw there. Util out into the hands. Spamming, praying away down to the 1v1. Simon has got to do it all. A tap and a shot landed. It's not over yet for EDG.
Once again, the newest armor to go along with it, though.
Potential tool that they could use. Slower play by Heretics, and still they are in the driving seat. Nobody tucks himself close, a bit of stray spam, but nobody finding a mark. He's weaving around them, dancing around them, eventually found and dropped. Plants it online, but none the wiser. And an ult in the hands of Kang. Spotting the retreating players, at least hearing it, a pre-fire towards the corner to no avail. Nade, rebounds, damage, connects, it cancels. Rians, he's out of it. Simon's defusing. What a body block! Simon, he's got it all away. Absolutely spectacular. There's still that danger, but it's all on the line and they're all grouped up. This is very much looking like an all-in play and approach. Fawns is not broken. Nade and spam right through the box. An opening kill onto Smoggy. Pit in place. Nobody seeking to answer back.
This is where Kang should be looking to pick up the rifle. He does. They have Thrash to try to clear the pit. There's still many chances for EDG to take it to overtime.
Flank control watched for, and like you said, the Thrash is going to be clearing and cleaving the way through. Path potentially. Here, lying in wait, Thrash is there alongside a C's. His players need to be defended. Woot steps up to the challenge, but dropped inside. Kang! Overtime in sight. And EDG are hungry for it, trying to will it forward. Refuse to nade, but the shot's online. They don't have it. Time. It's not online, man. Heartbreak for EDG. The tiniest of differences. And Heretics, they will it forward. We are going to a bit.
On that region. And they've learned so much from the Grand Finals at Shanghai. You can see it in the way they play. in their tenacity.
Right, Minibu has to activate the dash. Drop down to 1 HP.
Benji gonna get challenged here.
He's holding the slightest of off angles here with a knife. Activates the cage. He's going to be hiding in this one. Here's that timing and strikes right where it hurts. Kang removed. Chewing up these players as well, but he's just got to try and survive with the flash in his face through the backside control. He can lay claim and lay waste, but Chichu is doing exactly that on the other side of things. Cracked wide open. Rotations are forced, and damage still yet to be done. No body. He's creeping, crawling forwards, finally reveals his hands. He's using the dart to try and get ahead of the timing, but he's dropped instead.
That's way too aggressive for nobody. He's just giving away the advantage, but Smoggy's there.
Minibu! The return.
Somehow Minibu and Benji are reading into it. They're slowly clearing this.
Slowly clearing, but damage needs to be done. Benji Fishy doesn't account for Simon. Once more, there's rookies in a team.
Easy opening here on Abyss, the first couple rounds. Dodging those thrifties that were nightmarish on Lotus and Bind, actually.
Yeah, he's going
both
back and
teams
forth all the time, right? Yeah. Weapons dropped off. Chichu doesn't want to risk going down here. Hands it off over towards Simon, goes for the plan as well. He's going to be close. Big ult there. Cosmic Divide. One away now. Chichu can go hunting.
The Cosmic Divide is massively impactful on this site as well. Actually, on both sides. Throwing it down to be able to get cheap.
Last player standing.
They realize it. Sonody was one away.
You have to be good for it. This is the final map of the grand finals of champs. You cannot let free kills escape.
Boo. Great timing on the swing. A little bit labor with the follow-up. Unable to achieve second kill that he was hoping for. Stars rejuvenated. Minibu, talk about heating up. And he will turn up.
Back with a vengeance.
I have the spike.
An impossible task for Smoggy here. We're seeing quite a bit of EDG trying to sneak through along this back pillar
10
route.
seconds left.
The more damage he does, the better it is. But he's not going to be able to get even the plant down.
Well,
I mean, he'll go for it for the money, of course, but not to extend the round.
Into the tail end. Not the worst scenario. Tag onto the one. Smoggy's ahead of most of this. Primes him ready. Good pounce, being double held, and while the Dizzy gets that acknowledgement, connecting shots here for Smoggy. Realizes his back is open. The paranoia has to be let loose. Unleashed that. Up and over top. Spam potential might be there. Woot. He'll just lock that one down. Crouched up. Finds the angle, but an open B side as a result of it. It's all about whether EDG can find that spacing, and already in through the back of the site. Unexpected Woot. Let's not get punished though. Flash up and over towards the top. It's gone 1-for-1 with the kills, and Simon! Goodness me, Benji able to respond. Flatlines him. Brings it to that 1v2 to clutch. They'd love to win. Nobody offers up the kill anyway. 7 bullets remaining. Chichu knows to play his life.
And as he backs up, this is going to be a tough situation for Benji.
Definitely is. On top of it, tap to force out the first round of this. Position to be played. Cam catches it! And Chichu catches a bullet straight to the dome. Still, and the flank is being watched ever so slightly. Still, there's that uncertainty you can see. Heads on a swivel. Minibu's scared of the punish.
Yeah, the star not being laid down here on the spike, actually.
No
Whoa,
watching.
they did not expect Kang.
Kang's laying claim towards the back of the side. Nowhere clearing. Minibu has to strike. Spraying down. Survival is necessary.
Chichu.
Enough for the fire from behind. Rian's now sticking. Pull is late. Half already. And up onto the flank. Chichu has bought him an opportunity. And no one can stand against that. Smoke's fading. Kang hard committed. No one to play off of him. Looking to take these angles. It is risky. A play like this, forcing them out into the open, updraft, dash and away, but somehow missed the mark in the timing. EDG, they contain the flank, but the flood is now through. Heretics, out through the back now. Smokes and Stars, placed down, trying to divide and conquer in through the map, but Chichu again. It's a 3-piece into the round, and Simon
Need to execute in any round, because you can't take away a main.
No pushback. Damage done. Stray bullets. Rians really needs to be careful here.
Playing in Benji.
Flashes out and through Benji, in through the back once more. Shot darts. laying down the damage, laying down the bullets, but it's just a bit delayed. Rians can't quite deny that one. And now the Thrash, trying to play them back in, it's still sprayed down, off to the side, collecting these kills. Dissecting the map, Heretics are trying to flood their way back in once more, but Stars are laying down, Darts revealing all. Post-plan util for days on EDG's side. It comes down and then a shot's being hit. Wu with the defuse. Once more to pull in sight. No half obtained. And drop down to the wire. Hunter's Fury will close with no issues at all. Wu is left to scramble. And EDG holds strong.
Center of the map for the defenders remains to be seen. But you see that Heretics, they are just sat back pretty passively. And okay, this one's an eco, but it's reminiscent of how they've played the majority of their defense half so far. I need to see them getting aggressive on defense here, I think.
Nice pushback, Dash is active. In through, there's a slightest of timings, but Rian, the shot just missing. Defense in order here. Simon just pushing back the invaders onto the site. It is theirs. Rian's ult just popped off. It's a winnable scenario, and the kill is collected. Spike needs to go down. 4 seconds, nobody. Will he be able to stick it? Denied!
Yes, and before they run into it too.
Broken. Mid compromised, ping's already out. EDG looking to maybe set their sights over towards A.
You have to pull people back from the site to monitor these connectors now. And you probably have to go for a re-clear, but that's difficult with Mini Boo opping.
How do you clear through the fog of war? Smokes at their back, Benji Fishy. Here's the dash, knows his time is now. That's a mosh pit that he just kicks right into their face, and they weren't perhaps expecting that. Still, Spike dropped down to the feet. The side opened up overwards, at least B main. 3 versus 3 though, this is rapid by Heretics, looking to shore this one up. Potential for the flood, but an off retake, as you mentioned, is never ideal. Whips it around him, but he dropped. 2v2.
Here.
Not willing to give up that operator just yet, Kang. Down into the bridge, almost takes the timing straight past the Dizzy. He's causing all sorts of problems, mischief right now, and he just needs to buy time for Simon. Striking right where it hurts, dropping these players in their tracks. EDG.
He's 1 and 8 right now. The IGL struggling to get a grasp on the game and a grasp on his gun.
Just not seeing it. Tag up 2. Trip's gonna be broken. Boo under all that pressure. The heat is turned up. Boo can only do so much. It's 1 kill before the fire is returned.
And this time the adjustment from Heretics was that double push. I said I wanted to see them get aggressive on defense. The problem is the map is so big.
Yeah.
It just takes so long for Mini Boo and Woot to pull off this flank.
By the time they get into this fight, time, as you said, already ticks off. Could be missing the mark on some of this one here. Smuggy's got a lot to watch for here, but same could be said for Heretics. Dizzy though wants it out still. He's expecting it and lay claims to their life. Simon, spike in hand.
They've seen this trip before up in mid. I'm surprised they're not sending a shock to try to clear it.
That's easy enough over the top. Don't have to open up your body to it.
Setting up for the A split, which we've not seen very much of. Nobody in mid, nobody to try to punish.
It's a fake, I think. Potentially trying to pull these players for Simon to capitalize, but no, the call is cancelled anyway. They want to take this one in the direction of A. Bodies are still lining up. Reinforcements arriving here in the footsteps. It's a rumble and a scattered fight indeed. Skirmish to be taken. EDG! A striking right where it hurts. Nobody's detained. But honestly, again, the scaling that's required. Touch to the side and the weapon's right out. Ready to strike. Boo is dropped in place. And Mini Boo left with it all to do. It's just not possible. Woot the Wonder Boy. He'll make a good go, but that is just... It's impossible. Spike exchanges of the hands. You hear these footsteps and have a tap as well, seeing what the reaction is, and maybe counter spam. Push back posture, Boo can't stand against it. Cosmic Divide though is ready, lying in wait.
The protocols are so good from EDG to get the plant down. They're not getting caught by this.
Benji though, up onto the cross, that was up through mid. Kang was trying to be that delayed pressure, presence, potential. It's all going to be removed now, and you can try and flood these players right back in. G2, spammable angle, finally removed. Front of the site is theirs, and here is the ult. Cosmic Divide has to be used, Simon. What is that? Hunter's Fury, off and around. Where's the next layer to all of this here? Wingman onto the defuse, Mini Boost sticking already, hold the line, crossfires, in order, in action, Heretics are granted that final.
They're pushing back those players, and they're also denying that mid connector. Now if Simon wants to rotate, he's got to go all the way through spawn, and same could be said for Kang and Smoggy. That puts,
Hold on.
nobody in Chishu on an island, but nobody. What are you doing? Giving away your position here.
Yeah,
But
I mean, firing the dart.
he gets away with it.
Knew that the play was being made here, and they've lost control of mid into the process. Oh my God! Nobody!
Spike down A.
Oh, goodness me! Elves carving out a place amongst the elites.
Chishu could get overwhelmed here.
Definitely could. Plenty of bodies here. Tap goes the Guardian. Well, bullet spread. Falling prey to it still. Nobody seeking to redeem. Chance of that. Reinforcements around him, but his head peeking out. Shot darts. Delay. Hopefully allow him that retreat, which he does. So, 3v4, plant is down. Heretics have that extra money to work with, but they'd love the round even more. Flash dodged. Now the drone. Broken, cleared. Kang's through. Has that Marshall in play. Benji has to make one of himself. The peaks of perfection from EDG. And we are reaching the apex.
EDG get up to double digits. 3 rounds away.
By the drone, he didn't want to get spammed from that spot, but you're right, it could have been a bait and switch to fake out.
And I mean, look at the way that Simon's pathing too. They're reading into this.
Oh yeah.
It's so similar to what nobody himself does to fake.
30 seconds
The Util is primed and ready. Into the hands of these players on either side here. It's a pull to meet that one with the Dizzy. Pound for pound, bodies are going to drop and fall, but it's Hardy. It's perfect once more. Nobody and Simon, they combine their might. They drop these Heretics players dead. Time against them once more. Boo needs to get this kill and will do just that. Defending, punched up. Rians rounded about, kill gang.
Heretics are going to go for the Cosmic Divide play, looking for the plant, looking to try to play the post.
It's fast and loose, but it's what they require in a moment like this. Up and over, Chichu weaving in and out, needs to stay alive in this time, but already being swarmed, Dizzy up and around in his face. Kills are collected at least. With Chichu dropped, there's a chance. Plan already down for Heretics. That's what the ults are good for here. But up through heaven as well, plenty more bodies left to meet them. Spamming away, Mini Boo! Sheriff in hand. He's done enough surely for them. No rifle picked up, but the damage done with those 2 players dropped. He's got to be feeling good about it. Players retreat, EDG realizing, let's give this one up. Let's play for it at a future round.
Every round is going to feel like a mountain to climb for Heretics. They need so many of them. This one, hugely important, but they're not going to have an ultimate like that to work with it.
Round though, they've given up the positions that they were once holding. Smoke activated, nobody's inside it. Trying to get ahead of the curve and ahead of most of these players as well, but barrels out, instant trade, Woot is good for it. Star up and over. Chichu trying to stun, trying to stay alive, but against that, it's an onslaught, and it's overwhelming. Simon back in the fray, in the fight, but dropped at a moment's notice like that. This is Heretics again with an open answer to this B site.
And that trading from Heretics that they rely on comes through. They actually need those weapons. Kills like that, really important. Look at Smoggy's credits. He's got nothing to work with. He, at the very least, needed to save a gun. And Kang backs off.
Bit of wandering, bit of wading into the side towards the tail end. They do collect that kill, keep it as a consolation prize.
That Cosmic Divide up in your face is going to be very difficult to play around. So on-site aggressive post plants have to be called here for Heretics. And it worries me that Boo is so far away.
The reveal, what a mistake. Stack of players now coming, Dart. It's going to be Cloudbursts. Cannot defend. Kang away from that angle. Still heaven untouched. And Chichu around the back as well. Good with the aim, but still damage not enough done. Hunter's Fury, if nobody is let loose, it's ripped out into place, and the kill is collected, but used in kind by Rians. It's not an ult that they're going to have here. And EDG, they can pounce on this. They can claim that 12.
They can back off site. Chichu fell in the midst of all of this. No Cosmic Divide available.
But still potentially overzealous. Past their own trips into the backside controller. Paranoia sweeps his way through and cuts out those angles. Dart up and over. Swing from Benji. Boo provides the finishing cover. And the firing line is there. Simon can only do so much. The position like this. It is. All for that trophy lift that both of these teams are going to be hoping, praying for. A play made, dash forwards, Kang. It's lighter weaponry to work with. Benji Fishy has to hold back the line. Overwhelmed and swarmed. Too many bodies. The Blade Storm is unleashed. Kang trying to make the most of this. Right there behind them, they've lost control of the flank. Heretics have to keep a watchful eye onto this one, but options available if they want to flip the map.
Concealment.
Low enough. One bullet will do him in. Kang aims to do the most, and an open sightline head is found. Out for the side once more, Boo. Swings, perfect timing, but leaps into the fray and wasn't expecting that. Smokey, fully aware. Rians, potentially accounted for, maybe heard the footsteps, maybe not, I'm not too sure. Still gets the job done. Time is ticking, Woot to do it all. Thrash in hand, you can see to deny, you can see to delay, up and over the TP, Woot! Your chances slip away. Mini boot. It's a rapid play from Heretics. He's going to be leading the charge once more. Blade Storm, dash to the side. Evacuation, caught on either side. Up and over though. The high ground perch and potentially the danger zone. Dizzy up and over the top. Connections abound. Heretics are dropping them all in their place. It's Rians. Watchful eye onto all the angles. He dominates them onto the site. Simon to respond, but it's only the one. Ult is available in the back pocket. But do you choose to use it? Do you choose to commit? Heads available, ready to be popped. But it's all Rians and Woot, side by side. He slapped them down.
The Turkish brothers in arms. Playing next to the Lithuanian brothers in blood. Heretics. They've just come out with another blinder, and they've taken the final kill, denying a crucial...
Wrangled, twisted out of the hands of these EDG players. The pressure shifted onto them, and Kang forced to step up to the moment. Dash to avoid, and shots are fired. Kang, he's monstrous when he gets going, and he does it. Steal it right back, Kang in hand, the signature weapon of this man right here. Been highlighting him, been gassing him. He's going to be under that pressure, but still delivers. One shot found. And a chisel slowly etching away the potential for EDG to make history for China. A trophy lift in sight. Rians with the plan, Cosmic Divide, providing that safety. But it fades away. And a reset called for. Player disadvantage still here. Plenty of targets. Open and shut. Simon with the ult. Paranoia sweeps. This is it. Attempt to deny. Quick scope in blaze. EDG. It's up to Boo to push them back and away. TP's up and over. No kill to be found. It's one man. What can he do against the might of EDG? Absolutely squat.
After 4 years of hard work, of blood and sweat, today, might finally see that time for the tears that Kang's been holding back. He said he wouldn't cry until he'd won a championship. He didn't just win today. He sealed.
Bitter for them to swallow. They'll be thinking about this moment for quite some time. Respect shown between these two teams. EDG, though, are the stars of our show.
세상이 아닙니다. 2024년 발로란트 챔피언 에드워드 게임!
It's vindicating, it's validating. But Kang and the rest of his squad have finally lifted the trophy. not just for EDG, for the region as a whole. And as I said prior, 2 years late to the party of ECT, they were playing catch-up. People thought it might never arrive. But I'll tell you right now, EDG have arrived and they are here to stay.
Gankog was talking about holding back tears at previous events, but there's no sign of that on his face today. Smoggy overwhelmed in the moment, as you'd expect. But this squad, they look like, for the most part, they are relishing the moment.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, like I said, a variety of the community voted. I'm very, very, very excited to see who will be the recipient of this award. So without further ado, let's send it back down to the stage for the presentation of the Champions Seoul MVP Award.
DCN League.
Yes.
Which is insane. They were competing before that, sure. But this is the first year where the competition level at home has been high enough to push them. And you've seen how much they've grown because of it.
And where it's been regular as well, because, you know, previous to that, it's just playing in, you know, different tournaments and whatnot, but now they have the actual league, and they've been able to utilize that to improve. I mean, as you mentioned, FPX and Trace, we've just been seeing VCTCN grow insanely across this year, but it feels like EDG were growing at an exponential rate comparatively.
And what I love about these boys is every single time you ask them, you know, what would it mean to you to win a trophy? What would you like to say to the fans, etc., etc. They have always unanimously gone with this narrative of, we want to be able to open a door for the region. We want to set an example because we believe in our region, we believe in the other players, the other teams, so they can also come here and win trophies as well. And I think that might just happen.
A Sideshow mentioned it. He said that exact thing on that cast, and he said they have just absolutely blown the door off its hinges, and they have. I think that this is the beginning of a flood here for the VCTCN region internationally. I think that this could very well be the start of that dynasty that
Trace
EDG are seeking.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
FPX, I'm telling you, at some point FPX is going to go back in top, and then someone is going to be like, oh, they already won a trophy.
A different FPX.
Yeah, different FPX.
And I mean, the moment is, of course, going to be a lot about Kung Kung, but you have to talk about the other players too. Nobody, his first event